If you're thinking about buying a Sonos Roam, here's 3 reasons why you might not want to. Let's get to it. Hey guys, I'm James and welcome back to Mostly Helpful. Today I'm going to talk to you about this Sonos Roam. I pre-ordered this back in April, it arrived on the day it was released into the UK, and for the last couple of months I've been using it on and off, weekends and evenings mainly. And there's a couple of things that aren't very good about it and I wanted to share them with you. Now the first thing relates to the fact that I already have a Sonos system, so let me give you a little bit of context. In this kitchen, and in fact directly above my head, are 2 monitor audio in-ceiling speakers, and they're powered by a Sonos amp product that I've got in the cupboard. This is the kind that connects directly into your router, and using your network attached storage, your NAS, I'm able to stream all of my RIP CDs through the Sonos and through the speakers in the ceiling. It works brilliantly, and I've had it since 2014 and it's been faultless. And I thought, when Sonos announced that they were bringing out a wireless product, fantastic, I can use all my existing music on my NAS and play it through this portable device. Won't that be convenient? That's what I thought. However, the complications arrive in that this Sonos Roam product is what's called a Sonos S2 product, and my product in the cupboard over there is a Sonos S1 product, and the two are not compatible. For some reason, Sonos made the Sonos Roam S2 only and didn't give it backward compatibility with S1 products. So that's number 1 reason why you might want to reconsider your purchase. Trying to get this set up on my Sonos S1 network was an absolute nightmare. Let me show you a little bit more about what I did to solve that. Yeah, I've got the Sonos S1 app in the dark grey and the Sonos S2, or just Sonos plain now, in this sort of goldy yellowy colour. When you buy an S2 product, the first thing you will do is open this app and go through the process of setup. And what it immediately does is it goes, I've found some other Sonos products on your network. And as you can see here, it's telling us to either open the Sonos S1 controller or to set up the new system using the S2 app. If you open the Sonos S1 controller, it cannot control the Sonos Roam. And the only way to solve this is to delete your S1 products from the network, install your S2 product on the network, and then after getting that up and running correctly is then to install Sonos S1. The problem with doing that, and something I wish I'd known at the time, is that if you've built lots of playlists, all of those playlists will be deleted. So for example here, all of your recently played will be gone, all of your playlists will be gone, and I've had to rebuild these playlists here. So a bit of Head Candy, and some nice themes of some movies. All of that I had to rebuild from scratch because there's no way of saving those playlists when you delete your S1 app. Again, I know Sonos have done their best with this, and in fact this Sonos was bought with a discount as a consequence of having an S1 product. They offered me a third off, I think it was, or maybe 25% off, by virtue of the fact I'd owned an S1 product, which goes some way to alleviating the annoyance of having to do this process. But I want people to understand that it is not the work of moments to add a Sonos Roam to an existing network if there's an S1 product in it. There is a way of finding out whether your existing products are compatible with S2. There are many products out there, so rather than me tell you which ones are, have a look on the Sonos site and do check. In my particular case, my Sonos Connect amp has a 1404 year and month of production, and that told me that it definitely wasn't compatible, because for that product specifically it needed to be built in the year 2015 and onwards, so mine was just a fraction too old. The second reason why you might wish to reconsider a potential purchase of a Sonos Roam is battery life. Sonos claim that this product will stay with a fully charged battery for 10 days in standby, or will give you 10 hours of playtime. The reality is I don't get anywhere near that. The playtime's okay. I've had about 6 hours out of it, and that seems fine. But one of the really big issue with this is that if you put it away in a cupboard, it would die after about 2 or 3 days. One of the challenges with having an existing Sonos system here in this room is that that's the main one I use. And when I want to use this, it's occasional use if I'm going into the garden or into the garage or potentially in the study. And that means there is extended periods of time when it isn't being used. Could be a week, could be a month, could be a bit longer. And every time I go to use it, the battery is completely flat. It really cannot last more than 3 days, 4 days on standby. There is a deep sleep mode to it, so you can turn it off and it sleeps, and then there's another deep sleep, and I always engage deep sleep, but even doing that, no more than 3 days. And it's infuriating because you think, well, I'd use the Sonos later today to go in the garden, but you have to think about that at lunchtime so that you can charge it up ready for an evening in the garden to listen to your music. So if you are going to purchase a Sonos Roam, I'd absolutely recommend the wireless charger, because if nothing else, it means plugging it in to get it charged is much, much simpler, well, more convenient, let's say, than plugging it in. Now, as you can see from the packaging, that actually looks like a reasonably large box, and you might think you'd get a power adapter in it, but you don't. When you buy a Sonos Roam on its own, the box looks big, but it's very deceptive. And in fact, all you have is space for the Roam to fit in, like here, like this, goes in there, like that. And there is no power adapter included. All you get is a power cable, like this. So again, if you've already got your USB chargers being used to charge your phones, you'll find that you'll need to swap your phone charger and you're out to charge your Sonos all the time. So definitely pay for the wireless charger. Comes with the wireless pad, the cable's integrated, and you get in this case, a UK specific power adapter. Now this has been in the cupboard for 10 days or so, and it's absolutely flat. So flat, in fact, that when I plug it into this, the light won't even come on, and it will take some time for it to even recognize that it is being charged. It depletes the battery that much. It is magnetic, that's quite nice if you have a look, like that. And what would happen, or will happen in about 15 minutes, is eventually a light will come up here. Now, to make this point clearer, let me show you another wireless speaker that I have, which is a Samsung Level Box Slim. It has a really nice feature that Sonos could well have implemented, which is on the side, it's got 4 LEDs, and if you just quickly press the button, they light up to show the power level. Hopefully you can see there's 4 lights lit. I charged that 2 months ago, and I've just left it in a cupboard since, and it's still giving me full power. And this works exactly as I'd expect. I can put that away for months at a time, pull it out, and it can then run without needing to be charged, because it doesn't deplete its battery. When it's off, it's genuinely off. With this Sonos Roam, when it's off, it's not really off. It's sort of always pinging the network, just checking to see if anyone wants to talk to it. And that, as I say, is the second reason why you might wish to reconsider a Sonos Roam purchase. The battery life and the way that battery is depleted, even when it's off, is super annoying. There we go, that's taken 10 minutes to enable that light to start showing up. So that is now aware of itself and charging. Sonos claim that with the wireless charger, you can go from 0, as I was, to 50% in 2 hours. If I wasn't using the wireless charger, but was instead using that power adapter and just a standard USB-C cable, we could do that in 1 hour. The third reason why you might wish to reconsider purchasing a Sonos Roam is that, whisper it, it doesn't sound very good. Now I know sound quality is a personal thing. Certain people like their sound presented in one way, other people like their sound presented in another way. But compared to something like one of the Bose SoundLink Mini speakers, the original square format speaker, I really don't think this is as good. What you've got though with this sound quality is it's got a lot of bass and it's very crisp at the top end. So it impresses at first listen. It's got that sort of showroom appeal to the sound quality. But if you're sat there and you're giving it some extended listening time, it lacks anything in the mid-range, so you get no warmth off it. Now that is something I appreciate, and my hi-fis have been kind of oriented around that. But normally speaking, most products in these categories have some kind of warmth, and I really think the Sonos lacks that. I think they've gone for lots of bass out of a small cabinet to the detriment of those mids, and I think that's a real shame. It isn't too far away, dare I say it, from this £50 Samsung Level Box Slim, and it's comfortably a couple of times more in terms of value, price and so on, and I was expecting a much bigger gap. That said, there is a great deal of convenience to be had from being able to play your entire Sonos catalogue and library of music through a portable device once you've got over the getting it configured as an S2 product in your network, making sure the battery's charged and so on. Don't get me wrong, it is, when it's working, it works well and it's easy, and the app is very easy to navigate if you've got an existing Sonos product. But as the third and final point to reconsider your purchase, I am disappointed with how it sounds. So guys, that's the Sonos Roam. That's my experience of 3 months of using it in and around the house with my wife and my children and so on. And those are my findings. I hope you found that helpful. If you have, let me know, give me a like. If you like this kind of content and you want to see more, press that subscribe button, and I look forward very much to coming to you in the next video very soon. Take care and goodbye.